And if I can, I'd like to attempt to sing a little song. They told me I had 2 minutes to talk, but I don't know how to stop talking. I just cut me off sometimes. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved the wretch like me. I once was lost, oh, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I can see. It was grace that brought me safe this far, and grace my fears, oh Lord, relieve. How precious did His grace appear the hour when I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and the world's snares, I have already, Lord, I've already come. Oh, yes, I have, Lord. Your grace has brought me safe this far, Lord. And I know your grace is gonna lead, Lord, your grace is gonna lead me home.
I'm not a family member that's used to doing this. I just personally want to thank you for being here and sharing this night. It's very special for all of us because he's touched us in so many ways. Joe DeLogue, his keyboard player, who we've known and seen for years, has wrote me a lovely, short but lovely note after Stan died. It was the condolences that are appropriate. But he let me know that he was not just a friend or a band member, but he was a disciple of Sam McClain. And I know exactly what that was like. Exactly what it was like to learn and to have him touch my life. As he did with so many of you through his music and person. A few things were really, really important to Sam. Young people and the knowledge that young people needed. He always urged them, musically or not, to get their education. Because he didn't have one. He was in this business really young. 15, he was out here fronting a band. But he knew that he wasn't getting all he should out of the business. So he bought himself a book, This Business of Music, and he bought many subsequent additions and upgrades. But when he bought that first book, he had to buy a dictionary so he could read it. He really believed that this was going to be his life's business. This band and the members that he's had over the years have all been really, really loyal. Sam wanted you, his audience, to have the very best that he could provide. He wanted it to sound like you heard it on the radio or like the recording that you bought. It was pretty hard for the band sometimes to have it be that precise. But he loved you and he respected his audiences. And we thank you, and we thank you for the love.
Sam, everybody was just cruising together. And Sam every night used to say that he promised God that he would testify and say something about the homeless at every gig, and we would kind of chortle behind him, like, yeah, right. And he'd say, like, there's a lot of shit in the streets. We'd be like, yeah, people should curb their animals and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. And years later, I got back with Sam again, and while I was touring with him, and I wrote this instrumental to bring him up. I showed it to Russ first, and I said, show it to Sam, tell him if he wrote it. I said, nah, let's just start playing. So we played it, and I was in Helsinki with him. We were touring with Arturo Sandoval, pretty good band. And the band was kind of like a bunch of deers in the headlights, so it was tough. And so we got it together real good as the tour went on. But in Helsinki, we were doing this tune I'd written, and Sam said one morning, I'm going to write words to it. I said, go ahead and write words, man. I said, I wrote that song for you. He wrote the words, and when I heard them, they were exactly what the song was about. Now that's somebody who's really tuned in. We call this Show Me the Way. If you get a minute, you can go find it on the internet somewhere. I'm sure Show Me the Way. It's Mighty Sam McClain, John Bon Jovi. We're going to do it as an instrumental like we used to do it before Sam heard it. And it made me think about it because, man, that tune, Patrick went with him to Lincoln Center with that, and Sam walked through the parks in Washington, D.C., and they filmed him doing that song. It was recorded with John Bon Jovi, and it was about all the record that he did, which was with John the Guy, was Bring Us Your Homeless, was about homelessness. So with all my smart-ass stuff from the past, I actually managed to hand something to Sam that brought him a chance to testify in the way he meant to testify always, about homelessness and faith. And so that's what that's all about. And Russell will start this for us, I think. 1, 2. going to do another one of Sam's called, tune called Don't Doubt My Love as an instrumental. It's really tough to do these songs without Sam singing them, but this is one we did as an instrumental anyway, so it'll be a little less painful, I think. That's the intro we used to use for Sam, but we used it for Big James tonight, man. Who I just met, and I gotta say, I feel like I know this guy forever already.
Good evening, everyone. Let's give it up for this band, huh? Mighty Sam's band. I got to say something right quick, ladies and gentlemen, if it's okay. I know my time is short, but I have to let you know this. Y'all probably looking at me, don't know who I am, where I came from, and why I'm here. But Mighty Sam was one of my best friends, one of my closest friends. And it was like around in the 1990s, 2000, I heard this song on the radio, and I said, oh my God, who is that singing like that? So you know how radio is, they never tell you the artist. So I called the radio station, I said, who was that singing? And they said, that was Mighty Sam McClain. So the next day I ran out and bought every CD I could find on Mighty Sam McClain. So maybe 3 months later after that, I seen that Sam was going to be performing in Chicago at Buddy Guy's Legends. And Sam never really performed in Chicago, so I was like, I got to go see him. But I had a festival to do that day in Bloomington, Illinois. It was maybe a couple hours from Chicago. So I drove like crazy after my gig to get back. And long story short, I caught the second set, and I mean, they were slamming. They were smoking. And so I was in the VIP section. I walked up to him when he was coming off the stage, and I said, Mighty Sam, how you doing? My name is Big James, and I love your work. I admire your music and everything. And I handed him a copy of my CD, and ladies and gentlemen, he looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, oh, well, that didn't go too good. So I followed him out to his bus, you know, and I'm steady following him like, man, I love your music and all that. He's still looking at me crazy. I'm like, okay. I said, that was kind of funky. One of them nights, right? A month later, I got a call from this journalist from Living Blues magazine. He says, hey, man, I'm out here in Seattle, Washington, and I'm doing an interview with Mighty Sam McClain. And you ain't going to believe this, but he's got your CD sitting on top of the TV. And he wants to speak to you. I'm like, what? So he gets on the phone. I can't tell you what he said to me, but this was Sam. But he was like, hey, MF, how you doing? And I said, man, I'm good. He says, listen, I want to record your song. And I said, my song? You want to record my song? He says, yes, I want to do the song. I said, man, do it. And the rest is history. After that, we became like the best of friends. And anything that I worked on, I made sure I sent it to Sam and vice versa. He would send it to me. He was like, I want to know what you think about it, man. So a month before Sam passed, he called me. And we called each other all the time and talked on the phone, you know. And he said, hey, brother, I'm not doing too good, man. Pray for me. I said, man, you're going to be all right. Ain't nothing wrong with you, man. He's like, no, I'm serious, man. Pray for me. He told me, he said, I love you. I said, I love you too, Sam. And that was the last time I talked to my friend, man. And I'm here today. His wife, Sandra, asked me to be here today. And that's why I'm here, to honor my friend, one of the greatest soul singers that ever lived. And I was inspired by his work. And I want to do a song of my song that Sam recorded of mine. And this one's entitled, If It Wasn't for the Blues. Check this one out, y'all. So tired of being pushed around. I'm so tired, I'm so tired, I'm so tired of being had down. I believe I'm a victim of circumstance. Whoa, for you to give me a chance. Singing and playing, I'm just trying to stay true. See, I don't want nobody to misconstrue. You see, I'm not well off, I'm not well to do. But if it wasn't for the blues, said I don't know what I'd do. Said I don't know what I'd do. See, you got these people, they don't have a clue. Tell us what is what and who is who. Decide who should get a break and who should not. But I can't wait, whoa, no, to get my shot. Singing and playing, I'm just trying to stay true. See, I don't want nobody to misconstrue. See, I'm not well off, I'm not well to do. But if it wasn't for the blues, said I don't know what I'd do. Said I don't know what I like to blow my horn for my friend, y'all. Singing and playing, I'm just trying to stay true. See, I don't want nobody to misconstrue. See, I'm not well off, I'm not well to do. But if it wasn't for the blues, said I don't know what I'd do. Said I don't know what I'd do. To the family. For the blues, said I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't for the blues. Said I don't know what I'd do. Play the blues, y'all, play the blues. If it wasn't for the blues, said I don't know what I'd do. For the blues, said I don't know what I do. Play the blues for me, Tyler, play the blues. Play the blues, man, play the blues. For my age, y'all. How about this amazing band, huh? Woo-wee! If it's one thing I know, is that Sam loved funky music. He did an album, and I was listening to it all day. I was listening to it on the plane, everything. One of my favorite albums. I told him that, and it was entitled Bet You Didn't Know. That's one of the funkiest albums I ever heard, and the horns were unbelievable. And so we're going to do a little something funky for him tonight. Is that all right? If you love Mighty Sam, let me hear you say yeah. If you love Mighty Sam like I do, let me hear you say hell yeah. Sam would love this right here. Pastor P P's like we used to say. Pass the P's like we used to say. Pass the P's like we used to say. Pass the P's, pass them then. Blow your horn, man, blow your horn. Blow your horn. Come on, homie, blow your horn, man, blow your horn. Blow your horn, man, blow your horn. Give it up for him, y'all. My bone brother, come on, get you some of this. Blow your horn, man, blow your horn. Give it up for the horn section, y'all. Listen. All around the world for the phone. 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 Everybody over here, get on up. Everybody right here, get into it. Everybody over there, get involved. Get involved, get involved. Everybody over here, get on up. Everybody right here, get into it. Everybody over there, get involved. Get involved, get involved. Everybody over here, get on up. Everybody right here, get into it. Everybody over there, get involved. Get involved, get involved. Everybody over here, get on up. Everybody right here, get into it. Everybody over there, get involved. Get involved, get involved. Make my phone to P-phone. I want my phone cut. Make my phone to P-phone. I want to get phoned up. I want to pop. I want to P-phone. Don't want my phone stepped on. Make my phone to P-phone. So one more time, y'all. Make my phone to P-phone. I want my phone cut. Make my phone to P-phone. I want to get phoned up. I want to bomb. I want to P-phone. Don't want my phone stepped on. Make my phone to P-phone. One more, y'all. Check this out, y'all. You got a real type of thing going down, getting down. There's a whole lot of rhythm going down. You got a real type of thing What we gonna do, y'all, for Mighty Sam? We gonna turn this mother out. We gonna turn this mother. What we gonna do, y'all? We gonna turn this mother out. We gonna turn this mother out. Oh, we want the funk. We gotta have that funk. Oh, we want the funk. Let us in and we'll turn this mother out. Oh, we want the funk. We gotta have that funk. Oh, we want the funk. Let us in and we'll turn this mother out. Oh, we want the funk. We gotta have that funk. Oh, we want the funk. Let us in and we'll turn this mother out. I like to say I love you. Thank you so much for having me here, y'all. And don't forget, Mighty Sam forever, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Big James Montgomery! Woo!
All right, how about Big James on that last set? Good God. Chicago's own. So we are The Weight. We are a rock and roll band. We've been playing around the area for a while. My greatest thrill in music was playing right on this stage with Mighty Sam McClain 5 years ago, and the Mighty Sam McClain Band. This song is one of ours. It's about Sam when I think of this song. It's called Soul Searching Man. We good? Oh, yeah. Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was standing by your ocean. Dying of thirst. You and your positive notions, it couldn't get no worse. We took a ride in your car, but you ran out of gas, so I made my move. You said slow down, Busty, you're moving much too fast. I ain't the king of that Ruby, I'm a soul-searching man. Soul-searching man, and I'm stranded on this island. If you're making it short, you and your positive notions, you surely find it a bore. I tried Shakespeare to part. Oh, I learned out my lines, and I played my part. Soul-searching man. Yeah, though it's hard, sometimes you might stay satisfied. Are you willing to try? A man asked me for a quarter, and I looked in his eyes. Oh, something real familiar. I got a big surprise. Stop by the Statue of Liberty. She gave some Washington scam. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Here we go. All right, thank you. Sam McClain was a soul searcher, man. Thank you, guys. Okay, we're going to bring out Conchetta. Did you sing in the last set? Yeah, okay. And Big James. Big James coming back from Chicago. So this song is just a fun song, but it's connected to me for this evening because we were rehearsing it at that gig I was telling you about. And just as we were going through it, Sam and Sandra came down during the rehearsal, and I always tie this song to Sam for some reason. So we'd like to do it for you, and we're lucky enough to play with these guys. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. And Big Jack Ward on guitar, who's a Cambridge guitar legend, is kind enough to grace us with his strumming. Thanks, Jack. Ready, guys? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know you can't go wrong. To make a mess of it.
so strong, you lay it on so thick. You know you can't go wrong. You make a mess of it. Hey, you coming on so strong, you lay it on so thick. You know you can't go wrong. You make a mess of it. You coming on so strong, you lay it on so thick. You coming on so strong. Here we go. You got nothing left to lose. Woo! Hey, baby. You coming on so strong, you lay it on so thick. Ooh, you know you can't go wrong. You know you can't go wrong. You know you can't go wrong. You know, all right, pretend on. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thank you, Big James. Thank you, Conchetta. Thank you, Big Jack Ward.
So a few years ago, I got a call from Mighty Sam, and I've known him for a really long time. I think we've surmised up here that I've known him longer than anybody else here on stage. We met in the early 70s, actually, and came and sat in with my band down in Pensacola, Florida. And we ended up making several tours together with my band Rosin. And we had a blast, and we had a lot of fun, but we also had some really crazy adventures. So we'll have to skip that part of the story, but well, it's a great memory. But so a few years ago, though, I got a call from Sam, and he says, man, he says, I've hooked up with this guy named John McGaw in Boston, and John's got this great effort going on to help end homelessness and resolve it. And Boston has a large homeless population. He says, I'm going to be recording with some people, Bonnie Raitt and John Bon Jovi and Natalie Merchant and Carlos Santana, all these people that John pulled together for this project. And he said, I sure wish you would write a song because I'd like for you to submit it to maybe the movie or to the CD or something. So I said, man, I got nothing. I don't have anything to offer. Let me work on it some. So we had another few conversations, and I was in my car driving down to Florida to see friends and family. And what came to me was that anyone can become homeless. There are all kinds of reasons, and it's not just they're homeless, but it's all of us in some way. And I began to think about, well, how does that happen? And what came to me is something that Sam had inspired in me, and that was that we're all just born as babies. You know, we look a lot like our family members, and then we get out into the world and we don't necessarily have family around us, and circumstances change, and we're homeless. And just so you know, you can't get a job if you're homeless. You have to have an address to get a job. If you have no address, you cannot get a job. So be aware of that. And this is the song that I wrote, and the third verse has been used as a public service announcement in other cities, including where I live today is Nashville. It's your birthday, and everyone around you sees your face. And they all say, your mom and daddy both look the same way. And as you begin to search deep within, you will find there's peace of mind. 'Cause you're not alone, no matter where you roam or what you do, I will care for you. I will care for you. It's your first day when you go off and face the world alone. And then all day I missed you and I wished I'd come along. But as you begin to search deep within, you will find there's peace of mind. 'Cause you're not alone, no matter where you roam or what you do, I will care for you. I will care for you. I am here for you, clear and shining through. It's a Thursday, and you don't know your next meal will come. And it's your worst day, no money to provide you a safe home. But as you begin to search deep within, you will find there's peace of mind. 'Cause you're not alone, no matter where you roam or what you do, I will care for you. I will care for you. No, you're not alone, no matter where you roam or what you do, I will care for you. I will care for you. It's your birthday, and everyone around you sees your face. Thank you. Care.
How's it going? Well, it's a real pleasure to be here. My name is Digny. This is Chris, my buddy over here on mandolin. And I had the pleasure, thank you. I had the pleasure of knowing Sam for over 20 years, and for those of you who, and it's a real honor for me to be here, and I want to thank Sandy and all the family and friends who are here for Sam. And for those of you folks who did have the pleasure to meet him, you'll know that he came from down in New Orleans, in Louisiana way. And so we're going to do a little song here about Basin Street. Are you ready, my friend? Absolutely. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out on the street, I'm going trucking. I got my spats and hat and cane. Gonna find me a red-hot mama, throw off that ball and chain. Gonna hit the ground, my best shoes on my feet. Gonna head on down, out on Basin Street. Now pull up to the corner, Mr. Jackson, I'm gonna lay some money down. Been working hard for a whole month now. I wanna spread that jack around, backing down. I ain't making no retreat. Gonna head on down, out on Basin Street. Come on, baby. Well, I know you're looking fine. Come on, help me, honey. I got to spend every single dime. There's gonna be drinking and stinking and all kind of crazy talk. Well, I ain't leaving till the sun comes up, and I don't expect to walk. Gonna go all round on that midnight creek. Get on down, out on Basin Street. Come on, baby. Well, I know you're looking fine. Come on, help me, honey. I got to spend every single night. There's gonna be drinking and stinking and all kind of crazy talk. Well, I ain't leaving till the sun comes up, and I don't expect to walk. Gonna go on round on that midnight creek. Gonna head on down, that's right, out on Basin Street. Gonna get on down, out on Basin Street. Gonna get on down, out on Basin Street. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sam's in the house, baby. Well, every musician that I want and that I know hopes that someday they're going to be in that big jam session up in the sky. And I know when I make it up there, I'm going to have some friends. Because when it's time to say goodbye, don't you worry, don't you cry. There's a place on up in heaven just for me. Yeah, you know where I'll be with my guitar on my knee, played some crazy jug band music all night long. So grab your hat and sing the blues. There's a chair on me and you, playing that crazy jug band music till we crawl. Oh, mama, ooh, you really know how to said through. Oh, ooh, baby, I could be your slave. Do anything you wanted to. 'Cause you know where I'll be with my guitar on my knee. Playing some crazy jug band music all night long. Mighty Sam, sorry Sue, they'll be there with my whole crew. Playing some crazy jug band music till we crawl. Oh, mama, ooh, you really know how to move. You like a crazy foxy ooh. Ooh, baby, ooh, I could be your slave. Do anything you wanted to. 'Cause you know where I'll be with my guitar on my knee. Playing some crazy jug band music all night long. So don't you worry, don't you cry. When it's time to say goodbye, I'll give you some crazy jug band music till we crawl. Playing that crazy jug band music all night long. 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 Oh, all night. Every night, all night. Oh, all night long. All night long. This one for you, Sam. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the night.
I would ask how you guys are doing, but I can tell you're doing great. And that you're all very happy to be here. And Sam would be so happy, and he is, in fact, very happy that you're here. I first met Sam, I first saw Sam on his first visit to Boston as an artist. He was playing in New Orleans with some friends of ours who were in a band with him down there. They also played with Buckwheat Zydeco. And anyone remember a club called Night Stage in Cambridge? Well, Sam's first show was in Night Stage in the mid-'80s. And opening for Buckwheat, he did only a half-hour set. And our friends had been talking about this great singer we had to see from New Orleans, and we came and saw him. We thought, well, this guy's really good, you know, but he had not fully occupied himself as an artist yet, or at least did not have an opportunity to express it then. Then a year and a half later, he was coming back, and we noticed this bill at Johnny D's. It was Mighty Sam McClain, Johnny Adams, Wayne Bennett on guitar, and Nappy Brown. And we thought, well, we need a piece of that. So we got tickets. We got a table right up front, and then we got there. And, you know, Nappy Brown had been recording since the late 40s, very famous blues shouter. Johnny Adams, the Tan Canary, you know, one of the greatest vocalists to ever come out of New Orleans, and this guy named Mighty Sam McClain, who we barely knew and who at the time only had one EP available in America. So we go to the show. Nappy comes out. He does his lemon squeezing daddy routine. He's laying on his back. You know, at this point, he's like 74 or 75. He's laying on his back in the middle of the dance floor, kicking his feet up in the air and hollering into the microphone, and it was great. Then Johnny Adams came out, and he was the epitome of elegance. Johnny Adams was beautifully attired, and his voice was soaring and majestic. And we're like, well, what's this guy Sam McClain going to do? And what he did is he completely wiped the floor with those guys. I mean, it was just crazy, you know? This guy who hardly anyone knew, and I considered myself a very deep blues and soul and R&B fan at the time. You know, and I wasn't very familiar with his history. And he just came out, and it was devastating. By the time he got to a change is going to come, we were crying. We were crying. It was beautiful. It was one of the best performances we ever saw. And I get choked up just thinking about the beauty and the majesty and the way that Sam opened up his heart and gave it to us all that night. And I think that's something that Sam used to do a lot. A few years later, this guy named Mighty Sam moved to Boston. And at the time, I was the music editor of the Boston Phoenix. And I thought, well, if this guy's in town, everybody needs to know, because this is one of the greatest singers in the world, and he has suddenly come to Boston. Everyone needs to know about this guy. It was before he had his first solo album on Audio Quest and that kind of thing. So I interviewed him and wrote about him, and we really hit it off. And a very short time later, I found out he was celebrating his 50th birthday. And we also found out that he was celebrating it alone. And my wife and I thought, well, that's not right. We know he just came to town, but, we got to call him up. So we called up Sam. And we went out to dinner, and he got this beautiful piece of swordfish, and he coated it with so much Tabasco that the whole top was glowing red. It was, the enamel paint you have when you were a little kid. It was like he was painting an Aurora model with this swordfish. So it was glowing bright red. And, we asked him, how can you eat that hot? And he said, well, when my mama would cook gumbo, it would be so spicy we'd have to breathe in and wave our hands in front of our mouths every time we took a spoonful. And she'd let it sit on the stove, and it would get hotter every day. So we just have to keep doing this more and more as we went through it. But anyway, Sam liked spicy food. But Sam and I and my wife Lori became friends, and in short order we became friends with Sandra as well, a wonderful, wonderful person and the most important person in Sam's life. And having them be part of our lives was an amazing honor. And Sam and I would talk a lot on the phone after I moved to Nashville almost 9 years ago. And we would usually start bitching about something terrible in the music business that we were both dealing with at the same time. And we'd always end up coming all the way around and talking about how grateful we were, to have the great things we had in our lives, the women we have in our lives, my wife Lori, Sam and Sandra, and how fortunate we were. And I guess one of the great lessons I learned from Sam, and I'll play a song in just a minute. One of the great lessons I learned from Sam is that an artist is someone who has vision. An artist is someone who sounds like no one else but himself. And an artist is somebody who will pursue that vision even if it causes them pain, because they believe in it so much. They believe that it's a higher calling. And Sam hit that mark on every level and was a great, great artist and a great man and a wonderful human being. And I think we all feel very graced to have had him in our lives. Almost from when I knew Sam, I fantasized about him appearing on a song that I'd written, and I waited and waited and waited for that song, and thankfully about 2 years ago it came. And I was able to record it on my last album. It's called Let's Go to Memphis. It's an old school kind of thing inspired by Stax, and when I wrote the song, I knew that it was the perfect song for Sam, and it had finally been delivered, and I'm glad that we have this song as something that we did together. It's something I'm going to treasure for my entire life, having been able to record a song with my great friend, Mighty Sam McClain. Anyway, this is it. It's called Let's Go to Memphis. You look so fine in your $12 gown. I've got a bowler, looks just like a crown. What do we do? I'm telling you, let's go to Memphis. Oh, let's go to Memphis. Let's go to Memphis. Oh yeah, let's go to Memphis. Well, we'll go to Bill and we'll paint that street red. Stay up all night and make love before bed. What do we do? I'm telling you, let's go to Memphis. Oh, let's go to Memphis. Let's go to Memphis. Oh yeah, let's go to Memphis. In the Bluff City, you'll be looking so pretty under the neon signs, and people who see us all wanna be us, if only for one night. We hit the arcade, have breakfast at 2, order mimosas with hush puppies too. What do we do? I'm telling you, let's go to Memphis. Oh Lord, let's go to Memphis. Let's go to Memphis. Lord, let's go to Memphis. Let's go to Memphis. Oh Lord, let's go to Memphis. I've really had a hard time singing that song since Sam left us. You know, I mean, I think about him all the time. And singing that song makes me think about him even more. But if you haven't had a chance to hear it, you know, go online, you can find it. Let's Go to Memphis, Sam McClain and Ted Drozdowski. That's me. And it's a beautiful tune. Sam's performance is just so gorgeous, you know. Anyway, I'm going to play a song that Sam wrote that most of you haven't heard. Many of you probably don't know that Sam recorded 2 albums that have yet to be released of his own material. There's also a wonderful new album here that he made with his good friend from his good friend named Knut Ryersrud, who's come all the way from Europe to play tonight. But at any rate, Sam has 2 albums that are unreleased, and one of these albums is called Diamond in the Rough. And the first time I heard this song, it blew my mind for its honesty. To know Sam was to know that every word in this song was straight from his heart, and it wasn't so much a song as it was Sam telling his story. So I better make sure these pages are all arranged, because it's a complicated story. As you know, Sam, that's true. And I want to make sure I don't leave out a word. I also have a story about hanging on the cross, but I don't think I can tell it here because everybody's not under 21. But Sam made one of the greatest observations about Jesus and hanging on the cross that I have ever heard. It was just so honest and stark and frank and plain. But the upshot was that Sam felt that Jesus had the blues too. Anyway, this song, me being who I am, I'm probably just going to psychedelicize it a little bit. Now I need this thing. I wore it last time, but this time I actually need it. Way down in the southern land, way down in the southern land, Lord, oh, where I come from. A long time ago it seems,
I've been gone so long. Lord, I've been gone so long.
But I always felt one day that I would return.
When I had to leave, Lord, my heart was so sad. Oh, talk to me, Lord, 'cause I want to go home. Oh, pray for me, Lord, 'cause I want to go home. Oh, take me home.
There were so many lessons.
Oh, so much I had to learn.
But there is no fault. No fault at all.
And there is no blame, Lord.
There is no blame. But I know, oh Lord,
Things will never be the same. Oh, so many things, Lord, I remember.
I remember the good.
And I remember the bad. Lord, I gotta go home. Lord, I wanna go home. I said, Lord, take me home to my southern land. Oh, I miss you. I love you. You know, it hurts deep inside. I didn't know your love was so deep inside me. Over my southern land.
but you know, I guess I'm gonna keep on living. Or doing the best that I can.
Oh Lord, I wish
I could go back to my southern land.
I remember my mama.
Oh, how I loved her so.
She stood there and cried.
Because I was getting ready to go.
My mama, I miss you.
I love you, Mama.
Oh Lord, have mercy. I can't go home again. I can never go home again.
Oh, to my southern land.
Oh, to my
Southern land. Oh, to my southern land. Oh, to my southern land. Southern land. Thank you so much. We love you, Sandra.
Thank you, Ted. Before we go into, that was wonderful. Before we go into intermission, I want to introduce Jim Carty, who was a friend of Sam's and a fan, and they had a mutual dear friend in Weepin' Willie. And He's going to talk to you about the auction and a brief story, and then we're going to take a little break. Jim Carty.
Thank you, everybody. Some of you may know me as a rash on the radio airwaves here in Boston for the last 20 years or so. I did want to let everybody know that Kimberly is down here. Get in the 50-50 raffle. You make yourself a couple quick $100, and everything goes to homeless veteran charities. And that's the story I want to tell you folks about. Sam and I hooked up, I guess, when I was about 23, and the great thing about Sam is he didn't care if you were young, old. If you were an old soul, he dug you, and he and I had a bromance. We would talk on the phone for hours about faith and love and enduring the hardships of life and just whatever. And he was so dear and special to me. And our mutual friend, Weepin' Willie Robinson, a World War II vet, fell into homelessness, and some folks know that I helped Willie find a convalescent home in his final years, and they were some of his best years. And Big Jack Ward was in Weep's band, who's on stage tonight. And a lot of folks don't know that Willie came to me first, and he was in tears one night at the House of Blues, and he asked me, he said, "Jimmy, I need help. I want to leave something for my kids, my grandkids, the kids I don't know about. I want to record." And to date, he had only recorded one track on a Tone Cool compilation. And he wanted to do a full album to leave his legacy. And a guy who had started performing in the clubs of Trenton, New Jersey in his teenage years. And for him to be in his mid-70s and never had a record, but was wildly, beloved in this town. And I said, dude, I'm broke. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I can't do it. So he had the same chat with Mighty Sam McClain. And Mighty Sam McClain called one record label. And they said, hell yeah, we'd love to do that project. And any of you know how hard it is to get a record deal in this day and age. That was from God. And Sam had a connection to God directly. And so Weepin' Willie, Susan Tedeschi, Mighty Sam McClain went in the studio and made one of the best soul records you will ever hear. And I thank God and Sam for that. And when Willie passed, we recorded the services. I haven't looked at the footage, but I did peel off the audio of Amazing Grace with David Maxwell on the piano, who we also lost this year. And that's what we heard at the beginning of the night tonight. And it's tough to lose our friends, but there are a lot of people who are still here that we can support, a lot of homeless veterans. And before I got Willie into a convalescent home, I had him at the vet shelter on Court Street in Boston, and I was luckily working in the financial district at the time, and I'd groom him. He had a stroke, and he couldn't groom himself, had a hard time feeding himself. I fed him, groomed him. I was like an honorary vet. And what shocked me was I was the same age as most of the vets. They had all served in the Gulf War. And now we're involved in prolonged, protracted skirmishes here that are sending a lot of boys home in need. So I encourage you to get in the raffle. We have a lot of stuff that Sam's wife Sandra brought. Just make an offer on some of these beautiful vintage posters. There are autographed posters that Sam signed before he passed. Just give what you want. And we just want to get some money in the pockets of these charities. The Boston Veterans Services, not funded by any government agency, supplemented what I was paying for Willie's convalescent home. And we would never have had him in such a wonderful place as the Mount Pleasant home without them. So I can't stress enough that once you get off your butt and go and buy something. Tyler, look, give it up for Tyler. In the vein of, guys like Weepin' Willie and Sam bringing me along as a young kid, loving the music, I saw that love in Tyler. And I'm getting him on every stage I can with the guys that I have left that are in my fold. And I thought he did all right. And He's already been in Vintage Guitar Magazine opposite Joe Bonamassa. So, just so you know, this high schooler is going somewhere in the music industry, and I think his autograph might mean something. Along with the folks who are on here, Tyler's family was gracious enough. He's already got a guitar deal with Dean Guitars. So this is a Dean guitar. Or Washburn, I'm sorry. Okay, well, tell us about the guitar, because he did another Veterans Benefit 2 weeks ago, and a whole lot of rock stars signed this thing. Tell me about it, Tyler.
So it was a pleasure to be here, definitely, and honor Sam and support the veterans. And all the great musicians here, it's just incredible. And it's honored to be on the same stage. So a couple weeks ago, I did a couple more benefits to support homeless veterans as well. And I got this guitar signed by many of them, and as well as some people tonight too. Some people on this are me, Barry Goudreau, Danny Klein, the Johnny Winter Band, John Cafferty, a violinist from the band Jeffrey Tao, Big Jack Ward is on here, and James Montgomery's on here, of course, too. Yeah. Who else Lizzie Borden, and I think that's, and I already said John Cafferty. Michael Antunes, who is John Cafferty's saxophonist, and it's incredible. I was able to get all of these great people on this one guitar, and my family and I would love to donate this. It's a Washburn Nuno Betancourt model. Great guitar.
So we are not just auctioning off the guitar. We are auctioning off the experience for you to come backstage and get the remaining autographs from whom you wish. So if you want to bid on this guitar, we're going to start at $300. If you need to go get cash later and settle up with us, that's fine. But I can't see a thing. So do we have 300? Just shout out. 300. 350. Do I hear 350? It's a beautiful natural wood guitar. You're going to get it cost at 300. And then the autographs, you're going to go back and hang with everybody. There's some Blue Rim barbecue back there. You make yourself a sandwich. So 350. I need 350. I'm going to have to hurt somebody. 350. 350. Do I have, thank you so much. 400? Do we have 400? 400 down here. Do we have 450? 450 back there. Do we have 500 by chance? 500? 500 down front. Do we have 550? Thank you. 550, anybody? I think we got a winner at 500. I very much appreciate that, sir. You just meet us side stage. On the way, go on and get yourself some 50-50 raffle tickets. I'm going to be back there with those posters. Buy something. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, that's beautiful, man. I'm glad to see so many people are still here. Yeah. That's beautiful, man. And anyway, Russell Jewell's the one who said this, but I'll say it for him with my mouth, because both of us talk too much. Everybody knows that who's been on the road with us. Sam always loved horns, man. He loved horns, and there were times, of course, he didn't have horns on the band because it's really difficult in this business. Very difficult, especially for performing, touring musicians. I know it looks a lot of times like a lot of fun, but it's tough stuff. And so he didn't always have horns. And I'll tell you, I learned to not have any anger about that after a while, but he sure did love horns. And I had this little piece of music. It's called "The Long Walk Home," that I had written some time ago in my little head. Never got used by Sam, but this is because Sam loved horns, and that's what Russell Jewell, our trombonist, who was with us for a gazillion years. Let's hear it for Russell Jewell on the trombone, man. You know? Said Sam always loved horns, so let's just do that. Let's just do it with a bunch of horns up front and nothing else. And that's how that goes. Right. And we got this mic here, right? Right. Yeah, here we go.
is Knut. I'm from Oslo, Norway. I love Sam and Sandra. And when you fly from Oslo to Boston, you don't fly like this. You fly like this because the world curves. You fly north. And when I was passing Iceland, I called my friend from Iceland. And I asked, can you jump on the plane? And he did. So let's welcome Torleifur from Reykjavik. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. When the trumpet of God shall sound, I'll be walking around. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the tiny little baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got you and me, brother, in his hands. He's got the whole He's got everybody in his hands. He's got everybody in his hands. He's got everybody in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Can no grave can hold my body down.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Canute.
Knut and his wife traveled from Norway and Europe after a very heavy gigging schedule to be here tonight. So thank you so much, Knut. So real quick, in between songs, before the next great act, we have the raffle. So thanks for everyone who bought a raffle ticket. We pulled in $664, so the raffle winner will get half that, and the other half will go to homeless veterans. So Conchetta's going to choose the winner. She has not looked at these. Get your ticket ready. And the winner is... Guess the number. Oh, can we get lights for a moment? You didn't memorize your numbers? Thank you.
All right, you ready? No? 0317169. 0317169.
He's got it. So we'll get you right after the show, and we'll give you your winnings. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone who bought tickets.
Hang on. Two.
Can we get more monitor on her microphone?
Are we doing? Hey, are we? We're doing an A instead of C. Yes.
I'd like to announce, in the spirit of generosity and the spirit of tonight, the winner of the raffle just donated his winnings back to the charity. John Taylor, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's my honor to be here tonight singing for Sam. Open up heaven, we need you so. Open up heaven, we love you so. Open up heaven, tell us what we need to know. We can't make it if you let us go. Open up heaven, let us see your face. Please smile down on the whole human race. Open up heaven, I can see your light. Help us to love and learn to live right. We are your children, running lost and astray, stumbling through life, trying to find our way, not hearing your voice when you call out to us. Dear Lord, please forgive us. Open stumbling through life, trying to find our way, not hearing your voice when you call out to us. Dear Lord, please forgive us. Open up heaven's door. Open up heaven. We need you so. Open up heaven. We love you so. Ooh, open up heaven. Tell us what we need to know, 'cause we know we can't make it if you let us go. Open up heaven and you let us go. We can't make it if you let us go.
Thank you. All right, Dave Keller. Be worth waiting for.
I'm awfully sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, I thought I was a little bit later in the program. As Mighty Sam used to say, it may not come when you want, but it always comes right on time. I used to like how he'd said that. Well, like all the people here, including you all, I really loved Sam, and he was an inspiration to me in a lot of different ways, a dear, dear friend, and a mentor in music, and more importantly in life when I really needed one. He came into my life at a point when it really felt good to have someone who believed in me and inspired me to keep following my dream. Whatever dreams you guys have out there, I hope you keep following them, because you never know where it's going to lead you, and you're here for a reason.
Thought I heard you say you were meant to be here right now. Thought I heard you say you were meant to be here right now. I thought I heard you say you were here for love. You were here for love, nothing but love. I thought I heard you say, all we need is grace. Thought I heard you say, all we need is grace. Thought I heard you say, that I see your face.
Anyway, this song is it's one of the last songs that Sam wrote. I had the great honor and pleasure of writing a lot of music with Sam, and he always had a way of nailing some poignant aspect of our culture at any given time, especially when it came to do with peace, love, joy, and harmony. And it weighed heavily on him. It was something that he thought that he was responsible for some reason. And he always had to remind him, like, Sam, you can't do it all, man. But this is just a wonderful gift from Sam, and this is the debut of it. And Bob Moore, right here, was a very good friend of Sam's, and Bob runs a church kind of jam thing, right?
Yeah, we do a coffee house. It's called the First Friday Coffee House in Exeter. And we also had a concert series. Sam came down, first with an acoustic trio, which was really cool. And then the last time he was there was last October, and we had a 5-piece there. He brought in his funk machine. He had Joe and Rick and Mike and Pat. And,
That's a great
and they rocked the
term.
church. They were great. So we're going to try this song. This is for Sam, and it has a kind of a religious or kind of a spiritual tone to it. I think it asks maybe more questions than it answers, but these are good questions to ask.
Yeah, they are. One, two, 3, 4. Hey there, God, will you please stand up? Hey there, God, will you please stand up? Hey there, God, will you please stand up? Will the real God please stand up? Yeah, now I have heard so much, I don't know down from up. Been searching all my life, yeah, just trying to fill my cup. Some folks call me a sinner because I don't raise my hands. I must think for myself, I must be my old man. Hey there, God, won't you please stand up? Hey there, God, won't you please stand up? Hey there, God, won't you please stand up? Will the real God please stand up?
Why is it so hard for us to see your face? I heard somebody say that I'm saved by your grace. While the world is in pain, we don't understand. Oh, how I want to fix it, Lord, but you only make me a man.
Hey there, God,
will you please stand up?
hey there, God, will you please stand up? Hey there, God, will you please stand up? Will the real God please stand up? Yeah, now some say that you are here, and some say that you are there. Everybody wanna be right, yeah, nobody wants to be wrong. So we'll just keep on trying to find our own way. We just keep on waiting for you to say that it's okay. Yeah, hey there, God, won't you please stand up? Hey there, God, won't you please stand up? Hey there, God, will you please stand up? Will the real God please stand up?
please stand up? Will the real God please stand up? I hear the willow weep, I hear the willow moan, I hear the people cry, oh yeah, I hear the people groan. I know I am you, and I know you are me. So will you please stand up and let your people see? Oh, hey there, God, will you please stand up? Hey there, God, will you please stand up? Hey there, God, will you please stand up? Will the real God please stand up? Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Pat.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, man. It's an awful pleasure, an awful honor to be here and to see these wonderful musicians and what they do and the kind of soul that they have and the kind of soul that they're spilling over for Sam McClain, who was an ultimate soul master. I was at the end of Sam's life. I was in Exeter. I heard he was in the hospital, so I went up and I spent a little time with him. I brought my guitar and I played some music, and he and Sandra seemed to enjoy it. And while I saw him sleeping, I was moved to start writing some words down. And so I thought it turned into a poem, and I thought I would share it with you. This is called Sam McClain. A man who sings with his body and his soul. A man who channels a source of love and emotion. A man with roots as deep as the deepest well. A man who will break your heart if you leave it open. A man who channels a source of love and emotion. A teacher of peace and faith and brotherhood. A man who will break your heart if you leave it open. A man whose story lives on as it should. A teacher of peace and faith and brotherhood. A man who found his life's work in a song. A man whose story lives on as it should. A man who offers hope for the weak and the strong. A man who found his life's work in a song. A man with roots as deep as the deepest well. A man who offers hope for the weak and strong. A man who sings with his body and his soul. Thank you.
This is a tune that Sam wrote with Pat Hurley right here. How about it for Pat Hurley? I gotta just say this publicly, Pat, that I was always quite envious of you and Sam, that you guys got to sit around and write songs together and play them, and you get to be in his band. And you know, I would have loved to play in Sam's band, but I probably would have gotten fired the first week.
I almost did.
Did you?
Many times, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He
it's,
wanted to fire me.
it's good he didn't, because you guys wrote some beautiful stuff together.
Yeah, thanks.
This one's called Just Wanna Be. anymore. I just wanna be whatever you need. That's enough for me. You see, I love you with all my heart. Girl, I miss you when we're apart. Never do I wanna hurt you again. Oh, baby, I just wanna love you again and again. I don't wanna be wrong anymore. I don't wanna be right anymore. I just wanna be whatever you need, and that's good enough for me. I don't wanna be wrong anymore. I don't wanna be right anymore. I just wanna be whatever you need, and that's enough for me. You see. Tears me up when we're apart. I swear to you, never will I hurt you again. I just want to love you again and again. I don't want to be wrong anymore. I don't want to be right anymore. I just wanna be whatever you need, and that's enough for me. You see, oh, that's enough for me. You see, oh, that's enough. It's enough for me. Oh, you see. Thank you. How about a hand for Conchetta? Yeah. She sang on many of Sam's albums. Such
Thank
a
you.
beautiful singer.
Thank you.
Person. Well, I'm going to sing one more tune. We're going to bring the horns back up here. The mighty, mighty horns. This song you're all going to recognize if you've seen Sam even once. He did this one quite frequently. Of course, it was originally written and done by Sam Cooke. It's been done by everybody in the book. They even did it at Obama's inauguration, which I thought was quite cool. And it is a song that has a lot of meaning to a lot of different people and carries a lot of dreams in it. So I send this out to Sam, who always sang the best version in my mind. Thank you all for being here and coming out for this wonderful memorial, too. It would have really been incredibly depressing if you all hadn't showed up. So thank each and every one of you for coming out and sharing your love with us.
just like the river. I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, baby. But I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, too hard. But I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's out there beyond this whole sky. It's been such a long time coming, but I know, yes I know, a change gonna come. I believe it will. One day I went to my brother. I said, brother, brother, won't you help me, please? He just stood there. He looked down on me. Oh, it brought me down to my bended knees. There's been days, so many days, I thought I couldn't last too long. I did. But right now I think I'm able. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna carry on. It's been such a long time coming, y'all. But I know a change gonna come. Would you mind playing a little saxophone for me, Mr. Scott Sheldon? Play it, man. One day I went and I found my mother. I said, Mama, oh Mama, I need your help, please. She looked me right in the eyes. She said, I love you, my son. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I wouldn't last too long, but right now I think I'm able.
I'm just gonna pick myself up and carry on. It's been such a long time coming, baby. But I know, oh, deep in my heart, I keep hearing this little voice inside me. Yeah, I do. You know what it says? It says, hang on in there. Don't give up the dream. You're here on God's beautiful planet for something good. So don't give up. Hang on in there, my child. Your change has got to come. Yeah! Oh, Lord! Oh, Lord! For Sam, y'all, the beautiful spirit of Mighty Sam, my friend. Thank you.
Is someone singing this?
Check. Okay, Dave Keller and the Mighty Sam McClain Band. Wow. Wow. Okay, that's it for tonight. We got one more song. We're going to bring everybody out here. Come on out. Come on out.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I got an idea.
He's got an idea.
Yeah,
It's kind of late for a change.
We would like her to sing a song. But does anyone plan on singing the lead to this? All right.
No.
If someone could pull it up on an iPhone.
All right, while they're figuring that out,
Serious.
I want to thank a bunch of people for tonight. Hey, Ryan, are you there? Ryan York on sound, I want to thank you. Great job. A lot of effort for one person. Thanks, Ryan. When this is done, could we play that Mighty Sam McClain song about Sam on the way out, please? The one we were going to do at intermission. I want to thank Sandra McClain for inviting us all to be here tonight and share this beautiful night and all the work it took to put this on. Thank you, Sandra. I want to thank our committee, Pat Herlihy, Mike Latendra, who bought the guitar tonight and doubled his bid. Thank you, Michael. Jim Carty, who made all the auction work happen. Jim, thank you so much. Many people, Home Sweets for donating some sweet for tonight for some of the traveling guests. Blue Ribbon Barbecue, Adam Klein Communications. A big, big thank you and a big round of applause, please, for the Regent Theater. Leland Stein, Ryan, I mentioned, all the staff here could not have been greater to help this happen. Joe and Mo on the video, thank you for videotaping tonight. Jim Balson, who's got 3 cameras. We're going to have a DVD of tonight. Thank you, Jim. John Bottolino for drives. Holly Harris, Carter Allen on ZLX. Heather Fest, Sue Zutal, Boston Blues Society, Amy Blazer, and Andy, forget your last name already, Andy. Caccarillo, who recently got married, and they decided tonight for the first time to wear their rings to honor Sam. They did stage management tonight. Thanks to all the musicians for performing tonight, giving up their time and their talent, traveling from all over this world. And thank you guys for coming out. If I left anyone out, my sincere apologies. But thank you, and this is our last night. Have a very good night, and thank you for the support of homeless veterans. And here's to Mighty Sam McClain. Good night.
It's in E now, so you want to go down to D or F? Up higher? F or G?
Lucy down around the tracks. She lost her home and her family, and she won't be coming back without love. Ooh, where would you be now without love? But the illness is no essential in the Southern Central break. Keep on pushing on when you know they're running late without love. Oh, where would you be right now without love? Love. Where the piston keep on turning, when the wheels go round and round, steal a race and the girls take tears for the mouse they're going down. Right now, without love, without and the wheels go round and round. morning tea when you won't be going down without love. Oh, where would you be right now without love? Keep on turning, and the wheels go round and round. Still the race are cold and hard when the miles are going down. With no love, oh, where would you be right now? Without love, without love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless you all.
Thank you.
Mighty Sam thanks you, believe me. Love you. Thank you.
Born in Louisiana, 1943. Didn't have a penny to his name. Ran off to join the Chitlin Circuit when he was just 13, where he soon was known as Mighty Sam McClain. Now in northern Alabama, there's a town called Muscle Shoals, a studio there by the name of Fame, where Sam belted out sweet dreams of you with all his heart and soul. And the word was spread about Mighty Sam McClain. Mighty Sam, Mighty Sam. Well, let's hear it for the mighty, mighty man. And to all remaining passengers on board that old soul train, thank God we still got Mighty Sam McClain. 10,000 miles of highway, 100 cheap motels, and one-night stands from Florida to Maine. Like Arthur Conley, Percy Sledge, James Carr, and William Bell. Well, down that road went Mighty Sam McClain. Then soul turned into disco, and Sam, he lost his way. Threw everything he had on down the drain, till he wound up sweeping floors in some New Orleans cafe, where they never heard of Mighty Sam McClain. Mighty Sam, oh Mighty Sam. Well, let's hear it for the mighty, mighty man. And to all remaining passengers on board that old soul train, thank God we still got Mighty Sam McClain. Sam got himself together and he moved to Boston town. That's where he started singing once again. And a whole new generation's now been turned on to the sound that emanates from Mighty Sam McClain. So won't you join me now and raise your glass high in the air to welcome back by popular acclaim. Appearing Friday down at Johnny D's in Davis Square, the one and only Mighty Sam McClain. Mighty Sam, oh Mighty Sam, Mighty Sam, oh Mighty Sam. Well, let's hear it for the mighty, mighty man. He's a mighty man. And to all remaining passengers on board that old soul train,